Hello, Rick Green here. When I first started going to ADHD conferences as an attendee, and then eventually I was giving presentations and keynotes, it was very cool. But one thing that really surprised me was the range of experiences. ADHD is different for everyone who struggles with it. One reason is because there are so many comorbidities, they're called, but like fellow travelers. So 40% of people with ADHD have a learning disorder. I think 70% of people roughly with ADHD have a second disorder, depression, anxiety, Tourette's. People with Tourette's, very high rate of ADHD. So there's those things that add complications to the mix. And then not everybody struggles with all of the symptoms. The situation that they're in may in fact be that some issues don't really matter all that much. You know, if they're not good listening, doesn't matter. They work all alone as making pottery. So it doesn't matter if they're listening. It's not a huge problem. Well, it might be in their relationships. So not everybody struggles with all of the symptoms, or to the same degree would probably be a better way to put it. I mean, everybody struggles with losing things at some point, but for some people it is chronic. The problem with that is that people who are terrified of getting diagnosed, who have it, let's say, who have this but are terrified of finding out, they will seize on this. Well, I read the 18 symptoms and I don't have number 3 or number 14. And I hardly have 17. It's like, yeah, but the other ones that you have are really messing with your life, right? Well, I mean, everybody has problems and things could be worse. Well, if you don't deal with your ADHD, they're going to get worse. The best way to describe this is that ADHD is situational. I've said this before, many others have said it, but it is situational. So I was lucky. I stumbled into a great situation that worked with my particularly overly talkative, short attention span, easily distracted, easily bored, burst of energy type of hyperfocus, self-medicating with adrenaline, and that was becoming a skit comedy writer, actor, producer. Not screenplays, not even half-hour sitcoms. I tried, they were awful, but short skits and songs and blackouts, perfect for me. The reason I mention this is that when you have ADHD and you start meeting other people, you'll go, I don't think they really have it because they're not struggling with this, and vice versa. People will say that to you. Look, the point is that this is a disorder, and what makes it a disorder is that it is messing with your life to the point where you end up seeing a doctor, or you end up struggling. Perhaps you even end up suicidal, which is, of course, why the diagnosis is so life-changing. Let me know what you think of all this. Love to hear your comments and your experiences. Do like and share, and if you want, you can become a patron so I can keep making videos like this for a few dollars a month, $3, $5, $700. I'm just throwing that out there.